Your game is going to require a start screen. The start screen is going to have the title of the game, the instructions, and a clickable button that will take you to the gameplay. So imagine, for example, this is our gameplay screen. And it's got our 100 objects or 50 aliens or whatever they are here, and it has the score. And we want a title screen that will take us there. So we know from making a button where we want the actions to remain, to continue on after the button's been released, we need a Boolean variable. You can call it clicked, you could call it start, you can call it anything that makes sense, but you do want to make sure it's set to false to start out with. Next, here in my code, I've got, this is all the code associated with my gameplay. Obviously, it's not complete. Do note, again, that the only thing that should go in your for loop is the call of your method, passing in those parameters with the x and y values from the arrays. Don't put anything else in here, because whatever happens in here, these functions are called 100 times every 60th of a second. So it's a way that you could crash your program pretty quickly if you put unnecessary things inside of for loops. But all of this is the gameplay code. I'm going to make the start screen code before that. So maybe I'll have a different background so I can designate which is which so I don't get confused. And so then I can give my instructions. I'm just going to take this text size from here, right here, and then I'm going to say text Aaron's game. Oops, /n for a line break, instructions, put it at 250, 250. If I play it now, this background and my gameplay is going to cover over all of this that came before, so I'm not even going to see it. So if you've already made your gameplay, two ways you could do this. Some people like to just literally copy and paste into a new window so you can see what you're doing here. Or you could comment out all of this. You can actually comment out by, if you click command and then the /, you can comment out large blocks and command / again to make it go away. So either of those are good strategies. I'm then going to add my button. So maybe I'll go from 200, 200, 200, let's do 300, and I'm going to make it 100 wide, 50 high. So now I've got a rectangle on the screen that's serving as a button. Oops, I uncommented this out, so to comment it out again. Play, see, I like the way it looks. If you want, again, text, align, and center, all in caps will center your text, which will give you, if you prefer to have things centered. So now I'm going to make those use mouse X and mouse Y and some nested conditional statements to check to see if the button is being clicked on. So my first one is just say if the mouse is pressed, then some action will occur. And inside of these nested conditional statements is where I'm going to change my Boolean from false to true. So then I want to do if mouse X is greater than the left edge of the button, 200, and mouse X is less than the left edge of the button plus the width is the right edge, so that's 300, and mouse Y is greater than the top of the button, which is 300, and mouse Y is less than the top edge of the button plus the height, so that's 350. And here I'm going to set start to true. So if the mouse is pressed and the cursor is over the button area when the mouse is pressed, then it's going to make start true. I want to close both of those brackets. As you can see, I've got an open bracket here, close both of those. I'm going to uncomment out this. Again, that's command /. Now, this will make that button, this will make start true, but start being true hasn't changed anything. We want to put the whole gameplay, everything that has to do with the gameplay, inside another conditional that's checking to see if start has become true. So that conditional is if start equals, checking for equality, true, open a curly bracket. And this curly bracket is going to close after the for loop, after everything that has to do with the gameplay. So now if you click on the button, even when you release the button, you are still going to get that gameplay screen, and you'll be able to play the game from there. So literally everything after everything that has to do with the gameplay needs to be in one big conditional statement that's checked to see if that Boolean start has become true. Do not nest this conditional statement inside if mouse presses true and if mouse X and if mouse Y, because then this will only happen, the gameplay will only happen if it's true, but it can only become true if it's inside here. So you want this to be a separate conditional statement. So this are all one set of nested conditional statement, and this, it's a completely different conditional statement.